Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar Revolutionize Property Management with Databricks DBR-X. We have recently completed a project with the real estate organization, and we thought we would share some of its insight in this webinar. Idea is very simple. We have implemented a machine learning solution. On top of it, we implemented a large language model and we use Databricks DBRX model to achieve that goal. So it's not only limited to a machine learning solution or DBRX, it is a whole end-to-end solution where we would also show you how large language models go into production and they become actually an application. So let me start. First up, let me talk about Royal Cyber. We are an international organization. Our head office is in Naperville, Chicago. Our other offices are in Canada, Mexico, in Middle East, in offshore, Pakistan, India. Also, we have presence in Australia and New Zealand. Our goal is to provide best of services with highly qualified and certified consultants. We are proud partners of Microsoft, with Oracle, with Snowflake, and of course with Databricks. Something about us. My name is Hassan Sherwani. I hold a PhD degree in data analytics. I have 15 plus years of experience in this domain. And coming from an academic background and also working in industry, it's really satisfying and somewhat challenging to see these production, these engineering tasks, but it's extremely learning experience to see how these models actually become an application and could do something good for the society. With me, I have Syed Muhammad Fahad, who has actually worked on this project. Fahad, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. As Hassan mentioned, my name is Syed Mohammad Fahad Zahid, and I have 4 years of work experience with machine learning models and generative AI projects with the niche on Databricks, and I hold a bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence.
Fascinating. Thank you, Fahad.
You're
So
welcome.
moving forward, let's talk about agenda. First up, we will introduce you to the problem statement. Then we talk about this data analytics on Databricks side. Third one, we would introduce you to DBRX. There is a lot of hype around large language models. So what is so special about Databricks language model and how it's unique somewhat with other competitors? Then we would talk about Unity Catalog and Mosaic AI frameworks, which have been really in vogue because it's an ecosystem, not a language model. Third one, we would show you our case study that we have worked in property management, its overview, its application overview, and then a short 10 to 15 minutes demo by Fahad. And finally, we would show you what are our next steps, what could be our future challenges, because this is not a complete project. This is still a work in progress. And with the new year, we have new challenges, and we would also share that what we are going to do next. It would be very interesting that you would also chime in and ask your questions so that we could also get a feedback, get more new and nuanced ideas. So we would have eventually a Q&A session, and I would really appreciate your participation in that round. So with that, let's begin our first part of introduction. So let's talk about Databricks. Databricks is a single platform for data and AI. It allows you to keep your structured and unstructured data into one lakehouse, which opens an immense possibilities for using this data for machine learning and GenAI apps. All that is governed by Unity Catalog, which allows you to give appropriate permission to your respective stakeholders, such as data engineers, data scientists, machine learning engineers, and data governance resources. Moving from all four key streams. So look at it as a role-based approach. So first one is data engineering. In data engineering, what would you do is that you would have a system with business process automation, data strategy, data security, data warehouse and ETL solutions, and finally business intelligence reporting and advanced analytics. In machine learning solutions, you have actually tasks such as data preprocessing, feature engineering, model building, model selection, hyperparameter tuning, and eventually creating an endpoint for your model serving. Coming to another stream, which is Gen AI. Now, Gen AI is an exceptional stream in this scenario. We train on a massive data set of text, image, code, or other media, and this whole training process absorbs actually patterns and relationship within your data set. And based on that learning, then one could generate text, images, audio, video, and many more cases. So one classical example is, of course, large language models, which is a transformer that is trained on a huge amount of data with multiple parameters, and then it is utilized as a pre-trained model to generate your text for your unforeseen data. Finally, we have ML upstream. Over here, we build, test, and implement our deployed model for as an application. At this stage, your model would become an application. You take care of concepts like data drift, model drift, concept drift, to take care of that feedback loop where you might actually go back to your machine learning or Gen AI model to fix your solution. You might also need to go back to your data where you might have actually changes in your domain or might have some key or new features in your data. So all these are combined and are more like a role sorted ways. Now coming and imagining that you manage your entire data journey from raw collection to deployed AI models, all on one platform. Now that's the power of Databricks AI optimized for journal use. It's a one-stop shop for data engineers, data scientists, and machine learning experts to work together seamlessly. Additionally, Databricks AI is also packs a punch with built-in AI features, needs super fast search through massive data sets. Vector search is also there. Want pre-built AI models to jumpstart your project? It has all everything that you need to be prepared for a solution. So it has got all you covered. Databricks AI scales with you. Start small, grow big. Your AI efforts are always supported. So ditch the data silos and fragmented workflows. Databricks AI offers a powerful all-in-one solution to unlock full potential of your data and AI initiatives. Now, coming to data intelligence platform, there are a couple of key features that I would like to highlight. Number one is your democratization of data and AI solution. So it empowers everyone in your organization to leverage data and AI for insights, not just data scientists or machine learning experts. Second important aspect is unified data management. It provides a single platform such as Lakehouse for storing, securing, governing all your data, simplifying eventually data management process. How about AI powered insights? So in this area, we tend to use a data intelligence engine that understands your data to automate tasks, optimize performance, and generate deeper insights. Finally, it's open and flexible. What do I mean by that? It builds on an open lakehouse architecture, allowing for integration with existing tools and technologies. And finally, we talk about DBRX, which is a language model. So I'm going to introduce DBRX, which is an advanced large language model developed by Databricks. Databricks has it as a functional model, just like we have other models like ChatGPT or your Llama Index. So this one is an addition of Databricks. So it is not just a, a casual language model. It's an open source, high performance solution that is set to transform how enterprises would approach AI. So let's dive in to see what makes DBRX a groundbreaking tool for today's AI-driven solutions. DBRX is built on a transformer-based decoder-only solution, making it particularly efficient for large-scale language processing tasks. With 132 billion parameters, it's one of the most expensive model out there, equipped with a mixture of expert that we call MOE structure. But what this means is that Databricks or DBRX can dynamically engage different groups of parameters depending on the task, optimizing both performance and computational efficiency. And because it was pre-trained on a whopping 12 trillion tokens of text and code data, DBRX has an immense breadth of knowledge from journal language tasks to technical programming challenges. This makes it highly adaptable for diverse business needs from customer service bots to complex code generation. And we will see its power actually in our demo today. Moving forward, one of the standard aspects of DBRX is its compute efficiency. In fact, it's about twice as efficient as many other leading models in this space. This efficiency means that company can perform more computation with less hardware, reducing cost while maintaining top-tier performance. Benchmark test really underscore this advantage, showing DBRX outperforming even well-known models like Llama 2 in both natural language understanding and code generation. It's clear that DBRX instruct model stands out, especially in code and math benchmarks. DBRX outperforms GPT 3.5 and rivals such as Gemini 1.0 Pro in performance. Now, imagine the cost saving over time. Not only does DBRX allow organization to be more resourceful, but it also opens up high quality AI to businesses that might have found the cost of such application prohibitive in the past. Let's talk about inference efficiency. So inference efficiency is a crucial factor in deploying AI effectively in real world, where quick and accurate responses are essential. DBRX addresses this need by delivering faster responses with respect to time and seamlessly managing demanding applications, which would enhance the user experience, especially in customer-facing applications such as bots. Faster inference translates to a more dynamic and responsive interaction for users, which is particularly beneficial in applications such as customer support and real-time analysis. Typically, there is a trade-off between model quality and inference efficiency. Large language usually achieve higher quality, but smaller models are more efficient, especially for real-time tasks. On the other side, DBRX mixture of model architect achieves a balance, delivering high-quality performance while maintaining efficient inference. With fewer active parameters than a dense model such as Llama 2 70B, DBRX achieves twice the inference throughput, which means organization can enjoy both high quality and speed without significant resource strain. This optimized inference makes DBRX an ideal choice for applications where real-time responsiveness is crucial, enhancing user satisfaction and allowing business to offer seamless, efficient AI-driven interaction. So DBRX model is supported by Mosaic AI framework, which simplifies the entire machine learning lifecycle. Mosaic AI covers all stages of AI deployment, starting from data management, where it helps ingest, preprocessing, and storing data for optimal training. Next, we have model development, offering pre-built models and support for custom training. Once the model is built, Mosaic AI enables easy deployment with scalable pipeline and thorough monitoring to ensure ongoing performance. After deployment, Mosaic AI includes tools for model management such as version control, compliance tracking, and registry options. So you always know which model version is running and can comply with your governance standards. Finally, for large-scale project, Mosaic provides performance optimization through distributed training, meaning faster training times and better resource allocation. Now, this holistic approach is ideal for enterprises that need a structured yet flexible AI solution. It provides all the tools necessary for custom model building and real-time monitoring, ensuring companies can stay agile while maintaining compliance and quality control. Now let's talk about Unity Catalog. This tool tackles a common issue for enterprises, that is fragmented data and AI governance. In large organizations, data often exists in silos across different platforms, making it difficult to manage access, track data lineage, or ensure compliance. Unity Catalog unifies data visibility, offering a centralized system that simplifies governance, enhances collaboration, and ensures that compliance standards are consistently met. This is especially useful for AI projects where data needs to flow seamlessly across departments and be accessible to various teams without risking security or regulatory compliance. With Unity Catalog, organization can manage data holistically, enhancing security and making it easier to collaborate across teams. This tool is invaluable for enterprises that want to unify data governance and maintain control over data access without compromising innovation. So let's talk about some of the salient features as we go. First of all, unified visibility. It gains a complete picture of your data and AI asset across clouds and platform. Simplified governance, it would manage permission with a single user-friendly model for data, models, notebooks, and more. Streamlined collaboration, securely discover, access, and collaborate on trusted data for efficient teamwork. AI-powered monitoring, it leverages AI to proactively identify and then mitigate data risk for enhanced compliance. Now, overall benefits of using this ecosystem or data intelligence platform. First of all, enhance creativity and innovation. When you don't have to spend as much time making decisions, you can free up your time to focus on more creative and innovative endeavors. Second, improved customer experience. Of course, by making decision faster, you can improve the customer experience by resolving issues more quickly and responding to inquiry in a more timely manner. Third, cost efficiency and resource optimization. Accelerated decision making can help you to save money and resources by streamlining processes and reducing the amount of time and effort that is required to make decision. Accelerated time to market. Now, in this case, you can turn your ideas into product faster and brings them to market faster with all the real-time analytics product provided by Databricks. So in business, we say fail faster, move forward. So that's kind of a scenario that you get your kind of ideas into production and see if that works. If they do, then move forward to the next step, which is actually your advanced decision making. So Databricks helps you make better decision by providing a platform that centralizes all your data, all your requirement, and it would give you the tool to analyze it. Let's talk about case study that we have solved. So our case study is real estate industry target audience. So imagine that you are a digital nomad and you work remote in some nice calm town. Now, this emerging audience values flexibility, long-term rental options where they can work remotely. So a classical example is Airbnb's Live Anywhere initiative. This caters to travelers looking for monthly or extended stays. Another advantage that our target audience would seek is business and corporate travelers. So that's another segment. So in this case, our tool offers something like an Airbnb class that is for work option, especially targeting business travelers who went home, like accommodations with amenities like Wi-Fi and workspace, often for longer stays or team offsites. Then property owners and real estate investors. So hosts who rent out properties on this platform, including real estate investors seeking to generate income from short-term rentals. This includes hosts, multi-property owner, and boutique hospitality managers. Event and wedding travelers is another important segment. Our solution accommodates group uh, accommodation. They're attending weddings, their family reunions, festival, or other events by offering larger spaces and unique stays in proximity to event venues. Travel and tourism, that's another important benefit. So individual or families seeking unique, affordable, or culturally immersive accommodation. This group includes people looking for vacational renters, for example, weekend getaways, or non-traditional stays like tree houses or cabins. Now, what does it matter for other side of organization? So one side is your customer, now other side is your business. So first point is your pricing and occupancy fluctuation. So setting competitive prices is challenging due to seasonal demand, local competition, and platform algorithm, making it hard to maintain consistent occupancy. Second issue is renter satisfaction. Hosts rely on positive reviews to attract guests and to increase renter satisfaction for better reviews and getting superhost kind of status. Now, superhost, what does it mean? It is a special designation given to hosts who meet certain criteria, such as having a high response rate, a low cancellation rate, or high overall rating, and a certain number of stays or reservations. Superhosts also tend to go above and beyond to provide exceptional hospitality to their guests. It basically comes a combination of their activities and their rating from their peers. Now, we need to understand competition and trends as well, which means that amenities are guests that are seek forward or look forward, or competitive pricing, seasonal trends for maintenance. Security concerns is another important aspect for business. With guests rotating in and out, hosts worry about security, including unauthorized parties, property theft, or, in fact, intentional property misuse. Now, all these aspects are very important concerns for business perspective. Now, so let's see what is it for our renters perspective. So number one, renters need to search for a perfect place, finding a place according to budget, amenities of choice, location, etc. Second main point is high fees and hidden cost. Services fees, cleaning fees, and other charges can significantly increase booking cost, leading some guests to feel that their service provider is no longer as affordable as it once was or as it seems to be. So it's not a fraud. These prices are there, but then when eventually they see these prices in their eventual list, they might feel betrayed. Another issue is misleading listing. So photos or description can sometimes be misleading with guests arriving to properties that don't meet their expectation or lack advertised amenities. Eventually, I think this is common on both sides, lack of security or security concern, whether you are a host or you are a guest. So some guests feel uncomfortable with lack of privacy, particularly in shared spaces, and there are concerns about surveillance, such as hidden cameras in the listing. So our journey began with a fundamental challenge in property market. How do you accurately value a property while accounting for its unique location advantage? We developed a sophisticated application that analyzes dynamic location features, proximity to beaches, schools, hospitals, and other amenities to provide precise property valuation backed by data visualization. Our solution actually address several critical pain points. Number one, property owners struggle to price their listing competitively. Number two, buyers couldn't easily understand the value proposition of different locations. And number third, real estate professional needed data-driven insights to justify pricing decision. And for this reason, once you look at our ecosystem solution, it lies as a mediator right between them. So on one side, you have your customers. At one side, you have your guests. And in between them, you have this solution that would provide or entertain both parties. And here is an architect for our journey. We will start from our data preparation. That is our first phase. We had got a pretty much raw data. We would clean this data, and we would create our Databricks vector search, which is our vector database. In this case, we would use an embedding over there, and then we would go to the second point, to our inference, after implementing our language model and creating our chatbot endpoint over here with DBRX. Now, talking about this application overview, number one stage is that we will predict our price. So that's where we are actually implementing a regression model, a classic kind of a workflow. You can see and imagine that you would train your data, you would implement a model, then you would test it, and finally you would just put those predicted price. The second stage is your geospatial analysis. Over here, we have our data in terms of latitude and longitude. We would actually pick up those location points, and based on those location points, we would create our third stage, which is our language model integration. So language model would create a chatbot kind of a scenario where guests would come and ask about the properties, and also the renters could go out and ask about their concerns about their guests. So these three stages would actually create our solution. First one is our regression model, second is geospatial model, and third is large language model integration. So let's go to our live demo. Over to you, Fahad. Thank you.
Thank you, Hassan. Now let's start with the demo. Let's start with the first part. So this solution addresses several critical pain points, which includes for property owners struggle to price their listings competitively, buyers who couldn't easily understand the value proposition of different locations, and real estate professionals who needed the data-driven insights to justify their pricing decisions. So first, we will start with our first feature, which is the house price prediction. And for that, we will first choose some features according to the house we want to buy. So let's start with the size of the house, which is in square meters. So we can go with, I think, 200 square meters is reasonable. And for the room, number of rooms, I think 3 rooms is for good for a family. Let's just select that. Okay. And for bathrooms, I think 2 might be enough. Okay. And we do not want a house to be really old. So we will, I think we can go with 2020 as the built year. And for parking facility, it might be crucial for some people, but in my case, I think I'm okay without it as well. So let's just choose that. And for the location or the word that we are going to, or the locality that we are going to choose, I think San Cristobal in Madrid would be fine. So let me just type a particular address. and we can predict the price for it. So with that, another feature that is included in this solution was included in this solution is that it also shows the plot and what is near the house that you've selected. So for this house, that the one that we selected, the price is around 152,000, and which has 2 bathrooms, 3 rooms, 200 square meter size, and built in 2020. Let's just see some houses near it. So this is half the size, and the price is also almost half. Let's just see. Let's just come to the second feature. So the second feature includes the geospatial analysis based on the data. So let's get into it. Okay. So for this, what we've included is that there are few different visualizations that we will be choosing. So I will just give you a basic overview of them first, and then we will start by defining it further. So the first one that we have is house price comparison based on different wards or societies that we have. So let's just see. Okay. So the one that we choose earlier was San Cristobal, right? So let's just see where that is located first. And okay, so here it is in San Cristobal. Let's just see the area. So the average price that we can see is here is $103,000. And total houses, most of them are flats for sale, and there are around 51 properties. Let's just see what is the highest paid word that we have here. Let's just check. Okay, so here is one. We can see the highest price is with blue color. So let's just check it out. So we can see Retiro Madrid, and the price is around 2.7 million, and it has around 6 houses. So let's see. Now we have an idea of which locality is the one that we chose and the one which is the highest price. So now we can compare the facilities that are provided here. So let's check in difference of facilities, and we have already selected San Cristobal Madrid. Now, first we will start with house parking, and we can see none of the houses have parking here. So let's just check some other facilities that are in this society. Okay, so pool is not available. Let's check about lift. Okay, so there are some uh, properties included which have lift. And now let's just compare the one that has lift and which does not and is located close. So we can see this one is around $100,000, 100,000 euros. And when we compare it to the one which is half the size in the house square meters, it is also half in price as it does not include a lift and it is old built area. What if we compare it to the highest price vicinity that we saw earlier and then see if the one that we chose has the similar facilities? Okay, so let's check if it has parking. So we can see that 3 of the houses that we have here have parking. Let's compare the prices then. So we can see the one that has parking and has is around 221 square meters, and the price is around 790,000 euros. And what if we compare it to the one that does not have parking? So we can see the price is around half of it. And let's just see if it has pool, which was not at San Cristobal. We can see one of the facility has a pool as well, and it is priced at 440,000 compared to the one that we chose, which was at 152. Uh, that's about it. So now, as we have seen that the prices differ with the locality that you chose and also the facilities that are being provided. So let's see, what if we go for English medium schools? As we know, in Europe, there are many houses, many places where digital nomads come, and the problem that they face is an English medium school to be close by, and due to which the prices differ. let's just see if we have some of we can see that green defines the schools and the blue is defined by the houses. So let's just see if we can find a good place where we can compare prices with the ones that have a school in it and the ones that do not. Let me just zoom it a bit. Okay. So this looks like a good place to start. Let's just see. Okay. So here we have Madrid, and we can see there are some houses close by. So let's see the one that is close by. It's around 159. It's around 1.5 million. And if we compare it to a house which is a bit far away, so we can see that there is a difference. And we can also see that there is a difference in size and the number of rooms available. So the price also varies with the availability of English medium schools. Now let's just see what type of houses are available overall. What are the types and how do they compare? So we can see that the flats are in green color, and we have red for houses and blue for studios, and top floor or a penthouse with pink. So let's just compare a few of them. Okay. So as we were in San Cristobal, we can see, as I mentioned earlier, that most of them are flats, about 51 of them. And we can see the pricing around $85,000. And what if we compare it to place where there are some top floor houses? So the top floor is 350,000, and when we compare to a normal flat, it's around 22,000. So here we can see that there is a difference based on top floor and a regular apartment. And let's just see difference between houses and flats. So 495,000, and if we compare it to the flat, it's less than half of it. So this is about the second stage of the solution, which shows or explains to the user that how the prices are defined, and also based on the location or the amenities available, how the pricing has been done. Now, after this, although our solution was invaluable, we thought, what if we include a large language model into this solution? And using that, we also observed that for property owners and renters, there are different needs, and there should be a solution or a chatbot leveraging generative AI that could answer their particular cases. So for that, what we did was create a solution using DBRX from Databricks, and we created a solution that answers questions of both renters and property owners. For this, what we used is we used a popular platform's dataset, which was provided open source to train our model. And here we have a solution. So now I'm going to also show you how when we have distinct roles, how the problems of hosts and guests has been solved, because they both have different queries. For that, how we will be solving this. So let's just get to it. Okay. So what if a renter comes along and just asks a question such as, show me listings under around $200 per night in downtown Cashmere. Let's see how this answers. Okay. So we can see that based on our query, it has shown us two property listings
that are in downtown Asheville, and they both are under $200 per night. It has also shown us, it has also mentioned the description of the property and also the reviews that it has got before, as we can see here. And also, one of the property has the host achieving a superhost status. And with that, our chatbot also mentions that the prices may vary from time to time. So you need to check the listing yourself as well before booking it. Now, if this query comes in and a property owner has been notified, I think they might have a question like, if they are not already viewing their listing, that how can they improve their listings visibility so that uh, it gets occupied early, based on the query that they just had. And let's just see what they can do. So for this, we can see how our large language model has analyzed based on Airbnb's data, or the uh, prior data that it has been fed, to show how it can further make its listing visible, or like people use SEO for that. So what can he do? So for that, it has stated that first, make sure that the listing is complete. Second, there should be positive reviews. Third, the response rate and time that you have, because most of what we've seen is that customer churn rate is more when uh, the the property owner does not respond, or it does not have a competitive pricing. So all these details have been provided further using keywords to make the listing highlight. What more questions the property owner can find, or to include their to check if their listing is occupied, or want insights into how they can improve their listing, is that they can ask about, what if the listing has not been has been live for a month but not receiving any such reviews yet? So what suggestions can the chatbot make, or the solution make? So let's just check that out. So my listing has been live for a month, but hasn't received any reviews yet. Any suggestions? Let's just ask this one. So now we've seen that there is a property owner who has a query that his listing is not getting any reviews yet, although people are staying there, but no reviews yet. So uh, what does the algorithm mention here? So for that, it has mentioned that to improve the description of the listing, which is very important when we are with I myself is looking for something on Zameen.com, or any other competitive platform. Or sometimes what happens is that the experience is not great, due to which most of the times, rather than leaving a bad review, the customer does not give a review at all. So for that, there should be a great customer service, both during check-in and check-out. And encourage the guests to leave a review. They can either mention it on while they are getting occupied, or maybe they can just once they have checked out, they can just remind the guests to give a review just for their own sake. And people do that, and it has proven in the past in many cases, in restaurant industries, on Yelp, and other, and even in real estate as well. Now we've seen the side of a property owner. Let's see what queries that a renter or a guest can have. Let's just see. So there might be a query such as that they might just ask that which amenities like free Wi-Fi and air conditioning is there in a particular listing. Just show me those. Just filter out those. So let's see what our chatbot does. So as we mentioned earlier, it has provided two of our two close by property listings that have both uh, air conditioning and also are Wi-Fi and are located in Asheville, North Carolina. Let's just see for the property owner, if they see this notification, I think the property owner would be interested in seeing what other amenities are necessary for the uh, renter so that they can install those, as they are treatment features that can be changed. So let's just check that out. What are the most popular amenities guests look for? So there's a spelling mistake. Okay, let's see. So as we have the renter's query related to air conditioning and Wi-Fi, now we have for the property owner, he knows what things that he needs to have, such as professionally cleaned, entire home. There should be a hot tub, maybe because people look for that. Maybe a full kitchen, fence in the backyard, high-speed internet as mentioned by the renter as well, a private parking maybe, or washer and dryer facility, which is very important for most of the guests because when you're on a trip, it is something that you really look forward to. So here we can see that the property owner has all the information that they need. And also we've seen how the renters respond to different queries or have queries related to different listings on the Airbnb platform.
Okay, so this brings us to the end of the demo. Now, as we discussed before, that this project is an ongoing work in progress. So what's next? We have outlined few features that will be added to the solution. First of all, we will leverage Databricks asset bundles to manage, store high quality images, videos, and other multimedia assets of property listings in a secure and scalable way. This will help us to organize and manage the multimedia for properties across different locations, ensuring that data retrieval is optimized for speed and relevance. The benefit is that this structure supports multimodal interactions where the chatbot can easily access and display relevant assets, improving the user experience for both property owners and renters. The next feature that will be added would be voice interaction feature. We will integrate speech to text and text to speech responses, enabling the bot to deliver answers in audio format for a fully hands-free interaction, provide a conversational experience for users who prefer and need voice-based communication, especially useful for mobile users or those with accessibility needs. Voice interaction will also make the chatbot more inclusive and accessible, providing a natural conversational way to interact with the platform. Moreover, we hope to include image-based search. This will enable the chatbot to analyze images to help renters find properties with specific features. For example, when a renter specifies a preference, such as a flat with an elevator, the bot can scan through the image tag listings and suggest properties with matching attributes. I think image-based search adds precision to the property search process, ensuring that the renters find listings that meet their exact requirements without manual filtering. Finally, we hope to integrate multimodality with video. We will add video functionality to the platform, allowing renters to view video tours of listings, or upload videos to aid property matching. This will enable renters to upload videos of neighborhoods or property types they are interested in. The chatbot can analyze these videos and recommend listings with similar visual attributes. Video integration would provide a more comprehensive and realistic view of listing, and I think it will enhance the user trust and satisfaction by setting clear expectations about properties and their surroundings. Okay. So now let's move to the Q&A. If you guys have any questions, we're here to answer those.